we're going straight into it. It seems the wait for Resident Evil 9 has come to an end, and it's seemingly coming close, or at least it was previously suggested. Now, it's been 8 years since Resident Evil 7, and it's gonna be 10 in 2 years from now. Also gonna be 5 years next year for Resident Evil Village. Capcom hasn't even announced yet. But the development is no secret. According to this, Capcom will have to repeat the same 4-year gap. I don't know if it's optimistic, but according to this, however, it seems to be ambitiously optimistic, especially since there have been rumblings that Resident Evil 9 is the most ambitious Resident Evil game to date. That said, surely 4-year gap isn't extended beyond 2026. We don't have any inside information yet. Okay, that's okay. But just looking at the history and context all suggests a 2026 Resident Evil 9 release date, probably late 2025 reveal, which I have to assume it had to be Tokyo Game Show. I'd be shocked they already announced it, or perhaps they will announce it on Summer Game Fest. I'd be shocked with it. Now, here's the reveal, what they say. Resident Evil Village was announced on June 11, 2020, and then released on May 7, 2021. Roughly 11 months. Resident Evil 7, meanwhile, announced on June 13, 2020, then released on... Wait, hang on a sec. Oh, so again, let me try that again. Resident Evil 7, meanwhile, was announced on June 13, 2020, then released on June 24, 2017. Okay, first off, this is a typo, okay? A 7-month. That's a 7-month gap. Maybe it's the... I don't know. It could be a typo. With these two games tells us that Capcom is likely to reveal its next mainline Resident Evil games less than a year before they release. To this end, if Resident Evil 9 is going to be released in 2026, safe to assume that it is probably going to need to be revealed fairly soon, either Summer Game Fest or Tokyo Game Show. Interestingly, you may have noticed both Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil Village were announced in June. Yeah, that makes sense. Is Resident Evil is going to announce in June? We can only speculate, but that is reasonable speculation, especially when you consider Capcom did seemingly tease it recently. I don't know if you know this, but I think I didn't notice when I watched one person who is covering Resident Evil games. I believe I will leave his video, link in the description, and the creator himself. He says there is a tease for Resident Evil 9 in Resident Evil 4 Remake. This is what it looks like. In the village, there were signs, no entry signs, with an X here and then a straight line here. But if you rotate it, if you can turn it around or some way how you want to see it, if you have rotated monitor, you can tell that is number 9. How has it been? Resident Evil 4 Remake. So it's been 2 years-ish. I mean, do any of you notice that? I certainly didn't notice. So let's see the reveal. What is coming out on June? Usually, Summer Game Fest or State of Play. But if they don't, the best bet, and I do mean best bet, is of course Tokyo Game Show. We haven't heard anything. They won't reveal it. So far, I mean, hopefully they will reveal some combat. So far, we already know that characters is either Leon Kennedy or Jill Valentine. I think they're trying to recreate the dynamic in Resident Evil Death Island. If that is confirmed, then they'll have many references to Resident Evil Death Island. What are the chances of Resident Evil 9 will have tie-ins with Resident Evil Death Island, since they say it's gonna be like an island type setting somewhere in the Pacific? So it'd be interesting to see. Which reminds me, hopefully Capcom, if you're watching this, you can take as much time as you like, but please don't put De Nouveau. You put De Nouveau on Resident Evil 9, that game will flop. De Nouveau doesn't protect your game from piracy. It encourages them. So cross our fingers that they won't implement De Nouveau, which is something that is gonna impact performance. And I hope one day, if Resident Evil 9 were to release, I hope I got myself a new laptop or monetize. Also, what other characters you want to see come back in Resident Evil 9? Name your suggestion in the comments as well. Whatever character it is, name it.
Some serious damage.
Whatever you must do, Spider-Zero, we'll get you there to do it.
Another epic victory! Big win!
Leave a like and subscribe if you want woke or anti-woke detected, or you just want to see me play games, or perhaps you like trending topics. Visit my 2nd, 3rd, and 4th channel up here or link in the description.